Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about making a huge leap, moving from just using your Android phone to actually professionally managing it. We're going to build a setup that gives you some seriously powerful control, all from your laptop. So let's just kick things off with a big question. What if you could control not just one, but a whole bunch of Android devices, all from one single laptop? It sounds like something straight out of a movie, doesn't it? Well, today, we're going to build a real-world setup that lets you do exactly that. This slide right here, it really nails the whole point of what we're doing today. See, most people are on the left side. We just use our phones. We consume content, we're passive. But a professional, they're on the right. They manage, they control, they actively monitor the system. Today is all about making that jump. All right, so first things first. Like any pro, our first step is to get our toolkit ready. This is the foundation, right? Everything else we do today is going to be built right on top of this. So here is the rundown of our setup. For this explainer, we're using Kali Linux, but hey, this tool also plays nice with Termux and even Windows. The tool itself is called Pegasus Pro, and it's an open source project you can grab right from GitHub. And the license key, it's just the creator's channel name, Firewall Breaker. Pretty cool, right? The initial setup is basically a simple 4-step recipe. First, we update our system, just to make sure all our packages are fresh. Then we use git clone to download the tool from GitHub. After that, we just hop into the new directory, and finally, we run a little script to install all the dependencies, which are basically just the helper programs this tool needs to do its job. Now, you might have noticed that first command starts with the word sudo. So what's that all about? Well, it stands for superuser do, and it's your way of telling the computer, hey, I need to run this next command with administrator privileges. It's like flashing a special badge that lets you make important system changes. So when you first launch the tool, you're going to see a screen like this, with all the dependencies showing up in red. Don't panic, that just means they haven't been installed yet, but after you run that little installation script, boom, everything turns green. It's a super simple visual check. Green means you are good to go. Okay, our toolkit is all set up. Now for the really cool part, the aha moment. It's time to build the bridge between our laptop and the Android device. This is where the magic really starts to happen. Before we do anything else on the computer, we've got to prep the phone. It's actually really easy. First, you got to unlock the developer options. It's kind of like a secret menu you get by tapping on your phone's build number 7 times. Once you're in there, you just find USB debugging and flip it on. And then, and this part is absolutely critical, a pop-up will appear on your phone. You must tap allow. Now, it's really important to get how this connection works. The very, very first time you connect a device, you have to use a USB cable. Think of it like a formal handshake, right? It's what establishes trust between the two devices. But after that first time, you're golden. You can connect wirelessly using the phone's IP address, which gives you so much more freedom for day-to-day stuff. All right, deep breath. The setup is done, the bridge is built, the connection is live. Now for the payoff. Let's dive in and see what this thing can actually do. So right off the bat, you can instantly pull up a complete list of every single app installed on that phone. No more endless scrolling through the app drawer. You get a full inventory right there on your laptop, and you can even save that list for your records. Need to see what's happening on the screen at this very moment? Bam! Instant screenshot. And here's how you know it's live. The timestamp on the image file will match your computer's system clock down to the second. It's proof that what you're seeing is what's happening right now. But just seeing things is only half the story, right? The source material itself puts it perfectly. From here, you can also control the phone. And that, my friends, leads us to the most powerful feature of all. And here it is, the main event, live screen mirroring. Your phone's screen pops up in a window on your laptop. But this is not just a video feed. Oh no, it is fully interactive. You can use your mouse and keyboard to click, to navigate, to type. You can literally open up Instagram on the phone without ever touching it. It's all controlled right from your laptop. Okay, so we've seen just how powerful this setup is. And because of that, we need to have a serious talk. Because with this kind of power comes some really, really important and legally binding responsibilities. This is probably the most important part of this whole explainer. So let's talk about the golden rules. And these aren't suggestions. They are non-negotiable. This knowledge is for educational purposes, period. It's meant to be used in a controlled lab environment. You should only ever access devices that you are authorized to manage. And you must never, ever access a device without the owner's explicit permission. Let me just make this crystal clear because there's absolutely no room for confusion here. The source states it plainly. Accessing or controlling any device without permission is illegal. There's no gray area. This is all about being an ethical professional and respecting the law. And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? This whole thing, it was never about learning a few random tricks. It was about understanding how to build a professional workflow, a structured environment, and most importantly, a responsible and ethical mindset. That's the real skill we're building here. So, we end where we began, but with a whole new perspective. You've seen how a simple setup can unlock some incredible capabilities. This knowledge is a tool. It's a form of power. So the only question left is, how will you choose to use it?